the following. You get an email from Amazon. The company has been attacked by hackers. Since it is not clear how many and which login details were stolen, all users are asked to change their password. You click on the link provided, a window opens up where you can log in and then you change your password. A week later, when buying a present on Amazon, you notice something unusual in your ordering list. There is a TV for $500 enlisted, but it wasn't you who had bought that device. So what happened here? You've become the victim of a phishing attack. Me? But why me of all people? You might ask yourself. You can be sure that you are not alone. Phishing is the most common attack strategy used by cybercriminals. The word phishing is a mixture of password and phishing, as the hacker uses a link or an attachment as a warm bait. Whoever bites and thus falls for the fake link, their personal data such as passwords are phished. But at this point it is already too late. The nasty thing about phishing is that the hacker always comes up with new ideas and exploit current crisis shamelessly. For example, during the pandemic, emails were sent promising free vaccination date. Anyone who opened the link to book the appointment caught malware.
Cybercriminals who use phishing exploit human motives and behaviors. Those motives are, for example, curiosity, the need for security, but also fear of events or superiors. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, many people work at home, where their computers are usually less well protected than in the company network. In addition, communication is often almost exclusively digital in order to avoid infection. Anyone who receives a strange email from a colleague in the office can simply go to another room and reassure if the email itself is malicious. At home, it's not that easy. In addition to exploiting everyday communication via digital services, hackers primarily take advantage of the fear and uncertainty during the crisis. For example, emails were sent out promising a free vaccination appointment. Fearing infection and the initial shortage of vaccine, users were enticed to quickly click on the relevant link without looking closely at the email. At this point, they have fallen into the trap. The user is redirected to a fake website that asks for personal information like email addresses, passwords, or even social security numbers. This is just one of countless ways to lure users into a trap through phishing emails.
However, phishing messages are not only sent via email. SMS and phone calls can also be used as media. There are also attacks that are targeted specifically at one person. The hacker collects information about that person, for example via social media, and then pretends to be their friend, boss or family member. Who would expect their brother sending a malicious link? Such an attack targeting a specific person is called spear phishing. We often believe that we cannot become the targets of these attacks as we are far too uninteresting for the hacker. But that is not true. Nowadays it costs almost nothing to send a phishing email to 1,000 of accounts. And for a hacker it pays off even if a small fraction of people falls for the trap. So anyone is at risk. And precisely because we are all at risk, cyber psychologists are urgently needed. People who understand not only the psychological strategies used by the hackers, but also the user's perceptions. People who know to protect individuals from falling for these attacks. In addition to potential attack surfaces based on human emotions, a cyber psychologist can also analyze and influence attention processes. What do users usually pay attention to when they receive an email? What are the indicators that it is a phishing email? How can you redirect people's attentions? What behaviors can you teach them? And what kind of a safety culture do you need to establish in an organization so that when a dangerous situation arises, staff members choose the safe alternative instead of quickly opening the email attachment? Cyber psychologists are the perfect resource for all these questions. With scientifically developed training measures, they can protect not only individuals but also entire companies.